Welcome to Joe Stunner Boxing. So Stephanie Hahn, 34 years old, from the US. She's from El Paso, Texas. She's the WBA lightweight champ. She retained her title to go to 11 wins, no draws, no defeats, 3 KOs. She defeated the unheralded Paulina Angel of Colombia. She won a unanimous decision in 10 rounds. And really, this was a sort of, she's like a sort of window presentation, if you like. Stephanie Hahn, she's, like I say, she's WBA lightweight champ. The other lightweight champs, Caroline Dubois and Beatriz Ferreira. They've often talked about putting those two together, but really we were going to compare Hahn to the other champions. And to be honest with you, well, let's put it this way: Hahn was in against a girl in Angel who had 7 wins, 1 draw. No, 7 wins, 1 defeat, and I think it was 1 draw. And the defeat was in 2021 to a girl with a 1-6 record. She also got a draw with a girl who had a 2-6-2 record, something like that. So Angel was suddenly, this was her chance to be to be Cinderella, to sort of gate crash the party. But really, we were looking at Stephanie Hahn and thinking, okay, how's she going to get on against the other champs? The people who are leagues and leagues above the likes of Paulina Angel. Well, it didn't begin well for Stephanie, because they were exchanging punches in the first round, and Stephanie, wide open, got caught by a right hand from Angel and was on the floor. That was within 25 seconds, maybe. So immediately people are thinking, whoa, what's going on here? So she got up. She actually shook Angel later in the same round, which was good. That was okay. That she's coming back. You can get clipped early on. It's not difficult to get caught early when you haven't warmed up. But then in the third round there was a clash of heads, and she got a slice across her. Was it her left eye? Over her. I think it was her left eye, actually. There was a head clash. And quite simply, Hahn's style means that, because she's very rough and tumble, it means that she's going to leave herself open to head clashes. Now, of course, Angel was a low-level fighter. I'm not quite sure how she got a world title fight, but she was game. She was coming forward. She was throwing her own punch. She was trying to win, trying to do her very best. But for Hahn, it was a case of jab, 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 jump in, bang, 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 jab, 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 bang. The jabs had nothing on them. They were range finders, taps, and she'd go in and she'd fire punches. And it didn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. It didn't seem to be any schooling against someone who really should have been made for her. And after that knockdown, despite the cut in the third round, the head clash, she won virtually every other round. Probably, she might well have won every other round. I think the judges gave her, they had it like 9-1 in round 8-2, something like that, which sounds about right. But if I'm being honest, Stephanie Hahn against Beatriz Ferreira, I think she'd get beaten, possibly by stoppage. Caroline Dubois, there's a little bit of a question mark over her gas tank. And I'll have to be honest, Stephanie Hahn was throwing punches right until the end. So she looks, she's fit. By the way, she's 34. I think she's a police officer, I think. She's got quite an interesting backstory. She's got a couple of kids, she's got the family life. She's a copper, and she's a pro boxer and a world champ. But against the other lightweight elites, I think we're pushing it a bit there. I mean, Terri Harper holds the WBO title. I think Terri would completely outbox Stephanie. But Stephanie would have a chance because Terri isn't a big banger. Beatrice and Caroline, they love it when you come straight at them because they'll eat you up. They've got quite heavy hands, both of them, but they're very accurate, and they're quite capable of punching with you. They're just better, far better technically than Stephanie. If Stephanie sort of bum rushes Terri Harper, maybe she can outpoint her, unnerve her. Terri don't like it put on her, as we saw against Baumgardner and what was it? Who she fight at welter? It was I can't remember the girl's name. Yeah, my mind's gone blank. I can see a picture of her, but yeah, she doesn't like pressure. Terri doesn't. And the one thing that Han does do is bring pressure simply because she throws a lot of punches. But there's something lacking for me with Stephanie Han as a viable, unified champ. I wouldn't write her off against Terri Harper. I think Terri would probably start as favourite and outbox her. Caroline and Beatrice, they might even stop her, but they certainly, I think, overpower her. They both look physically stronger than Han. So I don't want to sound like I'm being, too down on the girl because, like I say, she's an interesting character. She can fight a bit. She's got this annoying habit of going every time she throws a punch, which I hate. I hate all that grunting and groaning. And if I was a referee, I'd tell you, look, shut up. You don't need to do that. It always strikes me as being a completely pointless affectation. But apart from that, yeah, she's got some skills, but I don't really see her as being the leading light in the lightweight division. Not really. Anyway, if you like this video, if you listen to it, I hope you did like it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. And yeah, I will speak to you again sometime. Tell me what you think about this fight, if you saw it. And Stephanie Han, where does she fit in the lightweight pecking order? You tell me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Bye for now.